Chase Sexton was penalized following his win at the 2023 Detroit Supercross on Saturday due to an infraction committed while the red cross flag was waving during the 12th lap of the main event. Sexton still retains the win in the record books, but was hit with a 7-point penalty post-race. Some confusion has stemmed as to why it's 7 points in the days following, so today we're going to explain how that number came to be. It all started when Dean Wilson, who was running 10th place on lap 11, went over the bars on the small double to large double section. Wilson had his leg trapped under the bike for several seconds, prompting a member of the Alpine Stars medical team to come onto the racetrack to move the bike off Wilson. When a medical team member is on the track, the red cross flag is typically displayed a few jumps before the incident to force riders to roll the jump safely as to not hit the medics or rider down. In this case, the red cross flag was displayed on the face of the small double, which signaled for riders to roll that jump, but the red lights were also flashing on the large double just after where Dean Wilson was down, which is another indicator that riders must keep their wheels on the ground. Sexton rolled the first double, but then jumped the second double, which is where the infraction occurred. The violation falls under 4.16e subsets 5 and 7 of the AMA Supercross rulebook. Subset 5 states that when the red cross flag or red flashing lights are displayed, quote, the riders must do all the obstacles individually, i.e. no double, triple, step on off, etc. until clear of the incident. Further, subset 7 says of red lights, quote, when used on a triple jump, the area of concern is at a minimum the whole obstacle, i.e. if a rider is down on the face of the triple or after the first or second jump, you must not jump any section of the triple. Though this was of course a double and not a triple, the red flashing lights atop the jump are still used in the exact same manner as a triple, as essentially another large jump that needs to be rolled. Sexton's penalty then falls under 4.16e subset 9c of the rulebook, which states, quote, during a main event race, if no positions were gained, the penalty will be the points and purse equal to 2 positions in the final results for that race plus 2 additional points. Sexton won the main event, which was originally worth 26 points. The points and purse equal to 2 positions in the final results would mean third place points equal to 21 points. But the penalty also includes an additional 2 points added on, which means he goes from 26 to 21 and finally down to 19 total points earned from the event post-penalty. Hence, the 7 points. The creation of this keep the win and take away points rule goes all the way back to the 2016 Detroit Supercross, where Ryan Dungey won the race, did the winner's interview and celebration, and then later was stripped of the win after jumping on a red cross flag. Dungey was relegated to third place, giving Jason Anderson the win, which was not shown in the stadium right after the race, nor on the TV broadcast. The result came in much later, which left a lot of people confused. As such, the rule was changed the following year to make it so when no positions are gained in the infraction, no positions are lost either, and it only hurts the wallet and championship points for the rider in question. We first saw this exact penalty used in the 450 class at the 2019 Seattle Supercross, where Marvin Musquin won the race but was penalized 7 points afterwards due to jumping on a red cross while leading the race on the second lap. Musquin kept the win but only received 19 points. Same deal here. Sexton wins but only receives 19 points. The penalty has nothing to do with actual positions lost, it all comes down to some math. If Sexton had finished 5th, he would lose points equal to 2 positions, which would be 2 points plus an additional 2 points, meaning he would only lost 4 points. After the race, Sexton explained his side of the story.
Yeah, I mean, there's honestly not much I can really say. They're pretty much going to do whatever they want at this point. I feel like I was in the right away. Dean was down with honestly on his bike and riding away. I rolled the double, the first one, and then I jumped the second one where there was nobody down. I was a little bit confused on what to do, but at the end of the day, they're going to make their decisions on what they think's right, and I feel like I was in the right away, but I guess we'll see. I don't think it was going to change the outcome of the race at all. I feel like I pulled away from the guys behind me even after that, so I was just, like I said, it was a good race, and not going to let that put a damper on the vibe. I'm pretty happy with how tonight went and got momentum back on my side.
What Sexton is referring to of being clear in the incident goes back to 4.16e subset 5, which says riders must roll until clear of the incident. However, 4.116E subset 7 supersedes this, as the red lights were flashing on the face of the large double that Sexton jumped. Where Sexton feels he's in the right comes back to the fact that Wilson was already up and riding away, thus Sexton felt the incident was over. But the red lights always take precedence in this situation. Everyone in front of and behind Sexton still rolled the jump. And in the end, Sexton loses those 7 points, going from 10 points down to 17 points down in the championship with 7 rounds still to go. That's all for this edition of RacerX Rapid News presented by Fly Racing. Be sure to visit racerxonline.com for all your motocross and supercross news.